We work tirelessly every day to improve our individual selves, push each other to get the most out of one another. With each individual's personal accountability, focused effort, and consistent action towards controlling our 100% controllables, we will each reach our full potential individually and as a family. I pledge to be the best version of myself today, to do whatever it takes to be the greatest trader that I can be, and to be the most self-disciplined person that I know. I will do the things I have to do today, regardless of how I feel, one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, and 1 minute at a time. I will control what I can control and not worry about anything else. Reminders: we do not overtrade, we do not over risk. You don't need to catch a trade today. 1 to 2 trade ideas per day, 3 if it's the perfect setup. Capital preservation over capital appreciation, aka risk management, is number one, should be your main focus. Keep your trading plan in front of you. Make smart decisions, right? That's what you're focused on, smart decisions. We are system oriented, not how much can I make on this. So looking at the economic calendar today, now we're starting to get things pumping into the market, right? We went over the entire week yesterday, but today is where we started to get all the PMI data, right? We got manufacturing and services coming out of Europe, Germany, Great Britain, and then later on this morning around 9:45, we're going to get the US. All right. So I'm sure there's going to be a move that we could catch before that, maybe on gold or something like that. But at the same time, looking at some of this data, it was pretty mixed, right? You got a lot of good manufacturing coming out of Europe's region, right? With over 50. Anything over 50 is really good. Anything under 50 is not. But over here, we missed the mark with French. That's French. We missed the mark with French services PMI over here. So looking at Germany, they missed the mark with manufacturing, but not services. Services is above 50, so that's good. Here's the Europe region PMI. Was above expected on manufacturing and was definitely above expected over here on services, but not by much on manufacturing. Then the UK hit we rose in manufacturing, but over here really hit on services, and services has been going down steadily the past couple of months. And then again, we get the US coming out later on. China has a bank holiday, and then CPI tonight. We're going to be getting CPI coming out of Australia. All right, so that's what we're focused on today. Looking at the charts over here. All right, GJ, as you can see, is starting to retrace a little bit. If you look at the monthly over here. So the monthly ended up, monthly's been all over the place. It really pushed up over here, and now it's starting to retrace a little bit, coming right back down to that 160 level. So right now it's kind of reacting to this area, and it's also holding that resistance that we've been seeing. It's been holding the same exact resistance around like 160, 300 for a while now. So if we go down to the weekly, dude, sometimes I can't like breathe. Get like dust or something. I don't know. All right, so looking at the here we go. So on the weekly, you could pretty much mark this off as, that previous support over here, now holding that resistance. I know we're going to end up adjusting this and moving this up over here, but right now we're really just reacting to this level. We just keep, based on the weekly, that candle closed below that level. All these candles obviously rejected, but now this candle is starting to flip right at that level as well, right? So we keep rejecting. We're not going to be, so far, it looks like we're not going to be mirroring this move up and following this candle over here where we just continue right back up. Right now, we're starting to flip bearish a little bit. And now we can just adjust that right there. That's our resistance over there to the left. You can also mark something off like right over here, but we're not going to do that. We're going to focus on our most recent support and resistance right now for now. Right over here was that previous support that we held as well, just kind of consolidating in there. We've broken below that and then back above multiple times over here. So right now we're kind of reacting to this level over here and coming right back down to 160. And also mark this off right over here. All right, so Most recent support and resistance, you get that resistance right up top over here that we're now reacting to. We're breaking below this previous support over here to the left, right? And we ended up getting a strong 4-hour close right below that level. This candle already created a top wick. Let me zoom in a little bit. We already got a top wick on this current 4-hour candle and passed below that previous candle. So are we just kind of retracing a little bit to then eventually continue right back down? We had a previous support right over here as well. All right, so are we going to continue over here, or are we going to get some kind of a retracement? We also have this area around like 160 as well over there, but you got plenty of candles pushing through that area. Here we go. So now this might be a nice opportunity for us. Look at that setup here on the 1 hour. Clean close below with a wick to fill. Strong close. A weak bullish candle close right there. This candle respected the high of it. It's now flipping bearish and continuing down. So we got potentially a move coming all the way down over here to mirror this whole move. Obviously, you might want to grab some profit right around this area, 159,900. Looking at the 30-minute. Yeah, 30-minute looks nice. Only thing is, at this point right now, we're starting to come into this support, right? So I just don't want you guys to get trapped right in this area, as we've rejected that area multiple times. So let me just move this over here. Yeah, this is nice on a Tuesday over here. Let me see, what time is it? So the 15-minute is going to be closing in the next 2 minutes. So what I want to see is it close right below this level right here, right? If I'm going to take this at this point. In the, if we ended up getting that, yeah, Sydney, definitely. If we ended up getting this candle right over here, and this candle was creating a top wick, and it was starting to retrace over here, then you could have potentially put your stop loss up here. But now that we're at that support and we got 2 minutes left for the 15-minute, I'm just gonna wait for the 15-minute to close over here. Right, 30-minute looking great as well. 1 hour looking really good. 4 hour again looking really good as well. Right, could be a little overextended over here. You could, sometimes price will like to come back up this way and then continue down later on with more volume. But now it's already 7:15, and that's where we get some good volume. So I would like to also see this 1 hour. I'm not saying I'm not going to take it until this happens, but I would like to see this 1 hour start to break the low of these candles, right? The first half of it, we already created a top wick and already flipped. So that tells me there's a lot of volume. Plus, you have this whole move right here, right? Now we kind of get this consolidation over here. And now can we get the rest of that same exact size move right down here with a clean move to the left? I think so. So that's what I'm going to be eyeing right now. So before we go over to gold, I'm just going to start marking this up for a second. Get myself ready to take a trade. Does this make sense to you guys? You guys got anything to add?
I think I'll wait for the next minute to close below that support.
I like it. You see exactly what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Right, so 15-minute did just close, and it closed above. Now, I could really see, the next candle start to break below these areas. If you put your stop loss up here, you should be safe. But let's see what ends up happening with this candle first. Because we've rejected this area multiple times for about 30 an hour and a half. So an hour and a half, we rejected this area, right? During during London, pretty much. London into pre-New York, right? So now we pull back, nice resistance, and now we could continue down, but we don't know yet. Maybe I think I would take this if the 1 hour candle starts to break the low of that candle right there, and it's breaking its own lows with a safe stop loss up here to grab this entire range. All right, so let's just keep an eye on that. I'm still in that buy, right? From where was it? Somewhere down. It was down here. I'm still in that buy. At this point, I'll probably, if I'm gonna take a sell, I'm probably just gonna close that out. So I just close that out over here. Got like 200 pips on it, but
Steph, I think on this GJ trade,
yeah,
We can use like dynamic risk, maybe enter a percentage on the 1 hour, and then wait for the 30-minute to close below and enter another percentage in there.
Yep, I like that. See how we're retracing over here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so just stay patient for it. Wait, this candle's really reacting to that area for a second. It could just be creating that top wick, so just keep that in mind. But take this really based on the 30-minute, the 1 hour. You really want to see like the 30-minute close below these areas, or at least like through them, right? At least like right, it could be right below that area. Like the close could be right here, and that would be solid, right? And then you have your safe stop loss somewhere up here, and take this whole thing down. But let's go over to gold right now. I'm going to set an alert. Right there, so we don't miss anything. Looking at gold now. Gold looks like it's holding a support here on the lower time frames. Monthly candle still very strong, right? We're already filling the wick that it looked like we were creating, right? Where we were retracing, and now we're coming right back up into that like 1938 level right up top over here. So looking at the weekly now, yeah, weekly, just all bulls. Creating higher lows, higher highs, continuing up over here, right? These higher lows over here, candles flipping bullish, passing the high of the previous candle over here, and starting to come up. And again, our next area is probably going to be right over here, but you know, as we go down the lower time frames, that could end up changing. But looking at the daily now, again, clean move. This is where I would just move this right here. And then after we break that, you obviously have that resistance right over there. Great. So now, again, this is what we were talking about yesterday, that we would be holding this support potentially. We got a nice rejection. I love this candle. Love how we're flip bullish. I love the little bottom wick on this candle, how we're passing the high of these candles and passing through that. What level is this? 1937. I guess I marked that off for a certain reason. We'll see on the lower time frames. But oh, that might just be that high that we had over here. Yeah, so we're now creating a new high. There's a great chance that price is going to continue up over here. Let me see the dollar. Dollar's still creating these lower highs over here, right? So if that continues down, this thing should continue up. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. So you had like a minor fake out, but at the same time, this whole area is where price wanted to come in and visit before continuing right back up. And then this was your resistance. We're now holding that support. This candle's creating a bottom wick, flipping bullish. This thing should continue up here. So far, the 4 hour and the daily looks great. We created this high up here. We came right back down to retest this level, create a new high up top. We pulled back down to that previous resistance, right, with a bullish candle close. Now we keep rejecting this level so far is what we see, right? No top wick on that candle. Then we never passed the high of that candle over here, and we just closed bearish. This candle doesn't really have a bottom wick right now. It has a very small one, and now it's starting to pass the highs over here with some volume. So 30-minute over here as well. We've rejected that area in the past. I think a safe stop loss would be below here. Now that we have volume pumping into the market, you just got to measure your range up to that wick, which I think could get filled. You got about 40 pips right there. If you were to enter, stop loss would go down there about 28 pips. And then obviously you would want to leave a runner, but let me see what's going on over here to the left. So price is right over there. We have some kind of a resistance right in this area. And then this we can move down. That whole area that is where price is going to want to come into. And then that's your next resistance right over here. So let's look at where we're at now. Anybody looking at gold right now as a potential buy? do like. I would probably want to see. Let's see how the 30-minute and the 15-minute closes over here, right? Especially because of this type of price action right there. I want to see the 30-minute kind of close above that area, but I think that should be successful for price to come back up and continue right back up into that area right there. 53 pips, but obviously you want to secure at that wick fill over here. My only issue is like your actual resistance is right here on the 30-minute, right? So is that big enough? Not really. But you do have this wick, which it should fill. So let's just see how this 30 closes. You'll never go wrong waiting for candles to close. You'll miss a couple trades, but that's okay. Go back to GJ for a second. Anyone else looking at gold, or you guys all just waiting on GJ?
TJ.
GJ, okay. Lenny? Lenny, you looking at gold?
No one said DJ.
Oh, GJ, okay. Okay. Yeah, so this 30 minutes going to be closing in the next looking at, oh, what's up, Serge? It's gonna be closing in the next 8 minutes. So let's see how we close over here. 15-minute is looking good. I like how it's starting to flip over here. But again, just wait for that close below over here because I don't want to see you guys get rejected like we have for an hour and a half over here in the past. All right. Yeah, gold. Yeah, see that price action right there? It's a little iffy, but again, the 4-hour looks great. Right? What I would have liked to do, right, is get this on the flip of the 4-hour, probably around 5 a.m., where you got that candle closed over here, holding support. This candle respected the low of it and now flip bullish, right? To now fill that wick. High probability that ends up happening. That looks good. We're not in this, by the way, so I don't want to have that there. So let's just wait on that and spend the next 7 minutes breaking down US 30. Now, excuse me. All right, so US 30 over here ended up rejecting that 34,900, somewhere in that area. Strong bearish candle, right? We've gone over that. Now, this candle has been all over the place, kind of like what GJ's has, right? You know, it's pushed up very bullish over here. We've flipped bearish in the past as well. So, you know, January has been pretty much all over the place, but we'll see how this candle ends up closing and where February ends up taking us. So looking at the weekly right now, the weekly, we got a very strong rejection of that resistance right up top here, right? Very strong rejection in the past, and now we ended up retesting the high and then rejecting it again very hard last week. Now, this candle did create a bottom wick and started pushing up, but right now we're starting to possibly flip or maybe just even retrace. We don't know yet, right? But so far, based on this candle alone, it looks like this candle should flip bearish and continue right back down, maybe into this area over here, right? It's a good possibility. Looking at the daily. Just gonna adjust some of these things over here. You got that whole area over here that price has been rejecting in the past. All right, so we just got that hard rejection over here. You have some kind of a resistance right now on the possibly in the lower time frames, being that the current daily candle is bearish. It could just be like a retracement where we ended up closing below this area, coming all the way down here. Now we get the pullback, and now we retest the low. The high probability that ends up happening over here. So there is some little bit of fear in the market. And you got a very strong Japanese yen as well today. We can adjust this here. Price pulled back right into that previous resistance over here to the left, right? Created that low, pull all the way back over here. So we're now crossing on GJ right now. Just take a look at the 15-minute. Yeah, 15-minute is flipping, so that's good. But again, we need to close below that support. US 30 over here, again, holding a resistance, strong bearish candle close with a wick to fill. We're now holding this lower high over here and continuing down to fill that wick, right? So I could see price continuing all the way down. I'm just going to adjust this here. So resistance. We had a lower high right over here as well. Pushed all the way down, clean candles. And right now we're pulling back to continue right back down. So right now it's starting to look like we have this support right over here, and price could potentially close below that support. And if it does, that would be great for price to come down into here. You got to be aware of this level right here too. That's your most recent support and resistance over here to the left. So can we trade in this range? So far, it's looking like we can, right? But I just want to see this 1 hour candle close. I want to see the 30-minute. 30-minute is looking good as far as that bearish close. You got this bullish candle close. This candle respected the high of it, right? Now passing the low of the previous candles, but you got about 3 minutes left. So let's see if the 30-minute closes below that level. And if it does, I see this thing continuing down. But right now, we have a possibility of 3 different pairs that you could be trading in here. Got about 120 pips back down to this support over here. And then again, you got about almost 200 down to here. Right there. Keep that in mind. Let's see if we close below here. Excuse me. I'm looking at maybe this area as a possible buy area. Not that we're looking at buys right now on US 30, but that's just a clean range, right? So we just want to measure that. Right over here as well. That's the area that we're looking to trade in right now. This area, you gotta see in the lower time frames if you could maybe play like a bounce like this if that ends up happening. I don't know if I want to do that. So yeah, I would just make this a no trade range for now. Really depends on what we end up getting, but most likely that's a no trade range for you. So that's US 30. Any questions on our pairs? So we got Serge, Dylan in here. What's up, guys? All right. Right. This is looking great so far. This is exactly what we wanted. Right. Price not leaving without us. Right. But still flipping bearish, staying bearish, possibly closing below. We got about 30 seconds left. So how can this candle close in the next 20 seconds? It's making a nice push. So what I would want to see is if we do close below that level, next one creates a top wick, respects the high, passes the low, and then we could take this thing down. Maybe even with a little bit tighter of a stop loss. All right, we closed above. So we rejected that area again. I'm not saying there isn't a sell here, but I want to see this candle create a top wick and respect the low, or respect the high. And again, like this is really taken based off the 1 hour and the 30-minute and the 4 hour too. But if the 1 hour can hold this wick up here and end up passing the low of that candle right there, and it's breaking its own lows, there's volume in the candle, then I could see us taking that. But let's might as well journal this all together. Yeah, see what ended up happening last time we were in this area? Hard push down. So you get the same exact thing right over here. Question is, how far are we going to push down on the day, you know? Let's go back to journal over here. Oh, anybody notice that I think what's it called? Automatically updated. Trello's thing. Do you guys notice that? Or do you guys still have the old version? For the description section.
Haven't noticed yet.
I think it updated for me automatically. I was pissed. Oh well, I'll get used to it. All right, so GJ is actually giving us something that we want. Price action that I like a lot. 1 hour starting to push. Right, you see that? But the 15-minute, I like what the 15-minute is giving us. Giving us a weak bullish candle. Top wick formed on the next one, passing the low, potentially. The 1 hour, 30-minute. We're gonna stay patient. But this is up. There we go. So we're starting to break the low over here. Which I like. Let's see if we have volume in the candle. We'll start breaking its own low. Just don't want to see you guys get trapped with this. I know gold is retracing right now. US 30 as well. Never closed below. So GJ might be our play. I'm gonna set this up. There we go. All right, starting to break the low. So I am in. Okay. Put my stop loss somewhere up there. TP is gonna be down there. So I took this based on the 1 hour, passing the low of the previous candle right there. So is anybody else in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in too, but have the risk.
Yeah, I only risk 1% so far on this, being that it's an impulse entry. And then that's dynamic risk. You can start entering more if we start to get more of what we want. So we got over here a weak bullish candle. Close. Now GJ is in gold, but it does sometimes do what gold does, where it'll push, retrace a little bit, and then continue right back down. So we'll see if that's something that we get, but it'll be based on how candles are closing. And if, like, let's say this 15-minute passes the high of the previous bullish candle right there, then you gotta obviously manage some risk. At least for me, that's my rules. But again, this candle created a lower high over here, respected the high of the previous candle, passed the low, so that's where our entry was. Yeah, it's candles retracing and flipping bullish, which we don't like. Yeah. So the fact that this thing is flipping over here, I don't like, but again, waiting for candles to close. Sometimes that happens. Just gonna move the journal over here. So Sharjeel, Charlie, and Quentin are in this.
I also entered with 0.25% and
Okay.
with a better entry.
Okay. So I kind of like this, the way the 5 minute is setting up over here. It just grabbed liquidity like that, and it's now breaking the low of the previous candle. So that tells you there's a lot of volume in this candle where it passes the high and the low in the same candle. If it closes a strong bearish candle here on the 5 minute in the next 2 minutes, then it's, that confirms there's a lot of volume in that candle. But what I'm gonna do is just take a quick screenshot of that. Does that make sense? Again, don't pay too much attention to the 5 minute, but it's just it helps. Helps add confirmation for you. And again, I have a safe stop loss above the previous 30-minute candle. Not necessarily right up here. I don't think it needs to be up there, but right there, about 23 pips away. I'm just gonna write real quick. Press past the low on the 1 hour. And retraced almost right away. 15-minute flipped bullish. Not that much volume right now. See, most likely I could see this 1 hour candle closing somewhere around here, right? And this might take us a while to drop. And if that's the case, I'd probably end up seeing like the next 1 hour candle. Let's say we close right there. Next one creates a top wick, flips bearish, and continues right back down. And then the 8 o'clock hour, you get this whole, you get like a candle like this, hopefully. We'll see. Right now, you just hang on tight and make sure that you're following your rules. So, Charlie, what are you gonna do here? As far as managing risk, like, what's your exit plan?
Well, I entered on the 30. I've come down to the 15 to manage, and if the 15 passes the top wick of the previous week bullish, I'll close half.
I like it.
Or if it closes in the opposite, the current 15 closes in against me, I'll probably take a little bit off as well.
Awesome. Good job, buddy. It's exactly
That's
what I'm
in my-
thinking.
Yeah. Cheers.
I'm just gonna check on the other pairs for a second. Wow, see that? That's why you really gotta wait for that. That I knew there was something up with this resistance over here, right? Especially with the way more so the 1 hour closed with no top wick. This candle closed with no or open with no top wick and just all bearish price action here, all bearish pressure. right? And then this candle started pushing up, and then that would have trapped us, would have trapped a lot of people, and it probably did, right? A lot of people got excited there. So just got to wait for candles to close. US 30 over here closed above that level on the 30-minute, right? Never closed below. And if that was the case, it would have been nice for this to continue down, at least filling that wick. But right now we're sitting right above that area. 15-minute just closed bullish, or that the previous one closed bullish here. And that's why you closed above that support in the 30-minute. And now this candle broke the low and is now flipping bullish over here. Not much volume in the market right now. That doesn't mean it's not gonna, we're not gonna get volume today, but right now during pre-New York, doesn't seem like there's too much. You said these are your clues. Not that you're managing risk now or micromanaging or anything like that. But right now, so far, the 5-minute keeps closing above that area. I would love to see this 5-minute or maybe the next close below that area, and we're finally starting to breach that area. Make sense? That's how you kind of use those lower time frames. I can put you guys down here. See the next 2 minutes. We'll be closing. Lenny, how's the course coming?
Coming along, almost done, but
My man. Good stuff.
I'm in the risk management part, so
Okay. Yeah, when you're finished with that, like I said, just go through the keys to success in trading section, and then when you're done with that section, you go all the way until that point, right? But when you're done with that section, we'll hop on that next Zoom and just put together a whole trading plan for you, go through your trades, all that. Here's that volume. Remember, I always told you guys, like about a year ago, the volume would really come between 7:45 and 8 o'clock. You get a nice push. Ooh, 15-minute candle close with no bottom wick over here. I don't like that. But all the other time frames are lining up the right way. If we come back to entry over here, I'm probably gonna take 50 off. Just the way we close like that. Also, I was reviewing trades yesterday, previous trades in my journal, and I saw we were traced and we reversed once this ended up happening. But oh, maybe we just create a small top wick and bounce back. How many pips did we just push in profit? You know, they push around 6. Typically, my rule is like 7 to 8 pips in profit. We come back to entry. I'm taking like a piece off. Maybe I'll just take 25% off. But other than the fact that it doesn't have that bottom wick, it's a nice strong close finally below this area, right? That's what we want. But it's got that no bottom wick, and it could go 50-50. This could very well drop. So that's why I'm just trying not to manage risk as much as I can. Serge, what's going on? You keep losing the internet? I don't know if he's with us. Serge, you there?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. See, we got Dylan. What's up, Dylan?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, man. How was work?
It was good.
Good, awesome. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do since we only push like 5-6 pips into profit. This is our first clue that price could reverse. But if this candle, I would say if it closes anywhere above this area, right here, if we close anywhere, first of all, we'll be closing bullish on the 15-minute. But if it closes above that area, I'll be taking 50 off. That makes sense to you guys?
Yep.
Awesome. Risk management. Obviously, we want to make money and we want to do really well with our trades, but you just got to make sure you're keeping the money that you made on that previous trade that you may have won. There we go. So remember what I said, this could go 50-50 when you get a bottom wick close like, or a candle close like that with no bottom wick, right? But as long as this candle creates a healthy top wick on the 15-minute, right? It's a weak time frame, but as long as it creates a top wick like that and not just like a small one and then breaks down, as long as it creates one like that and then starts flipping bearish and continuing bearish, most likely it'll continue down. But if you start getting like a bullish candle close right at this area, then it's like, okay, maybe price is going the opposite way. But 30-minute, again, we're taking this base on really the 30-minute, the 1 hour. Got a beautiful move to the left here. It's Tuesday, a high volume time. Japanese yen, I think, is the strongest currency right now in the market. Yeah, look at that. Right, so obviously it's like Rakil calls it a Chinese indicator, but it could very well help us out. Sammy's popping in here to see if we're in this. Sammy,
Yo,
what's up, man?
all good, brother.
You and GJ?
No,
How was your morning?
it was good.
Awesome. Has anyone been trading London? A couple of you guys said you were trading London.
No, I'm gonna be starting next month.
Oh yeah, I know you were. That's right.
Yeah, I was in front of the charts from is it 2 to 4 a.m. I missed the trade on GJ up further. Then I had to work at 4:30.
Okay. Trying to see how you could have maybe caught this. I mean, you get these 2 consecutive bearish candles.
It was I journaled the missed trade. But yeah, it was I was at the beginning of this 4 hour candle.
Mhm.
It didn't have such a long wick because it dropped a bit, then went back up to create
okay.
a wick before dropping.
Okay. Yeah, the price action looks a little iffy over here.
But the first push down, which was this one, I could have grabbed.
Yeah, I mean, where would your stop loss be?
It was yeah, right there.
Right here? Your entry would have been right here.
My entry would have been on the bracket low,
Oh, right here, and then stop
with
loss
my
is there.
stop a few pips above, and
Mm.
then you have this, like this level as a first secure point.
Yeah, this
I had-
area
Yeah,
is definitely a little iffy.
yeah, but that was the 1-to-1, and I had my hand on the trigger, and I was just adjusting the chart, and then price dropped like 5 pips in a fraction of a second, and I couldn't enter.
Okay. Pretty much saved you though.
Well, I would have grabbed the 1-to-1.
Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, no, it's again, I could see why you would take that, right? Only thing is that stop loss would have been a little tight. You know what I'm saying? You'd put it right above that area.
Yeah, because this was my level right over there. I had this, and so I had the close below, and so top wick foreign past the low is the 30 minutes, so I can have my stop around here,
Okay.
like 5 pips above, and then I get the 1-to-1 around there.
Yeah, that thinking
You-
makes sense.
Would have taken 90% out.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and what time was this? 2:30. So it's during pre-London. And then you got like 4:30. 4:30, do you guys usually get a nice push like this?
It was the news. It was the
Oh,
the
PMI.
PMI or something.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Oh, now you get this one.
Yeah.
Should at least, right? We got the 1 hour closing soon. It's gonna close a nice, hopefully a nice strong bearish candle right over here with maybe a bottom wick, small bottom wick. Next one creates a top wick, passes the low. Clean price action over here. How's everyone feeling right now?
Feeling good.
Okay. Confident? I'll take another screenshot of the again, take screenshots of every little thing that happens. Because you want to do yourself favors. For the next time you go back and we look at this. I can't tell you how many trades I've had in the past and past years where I just didn't really understand my journal too much. It's definitely been a lot better than probably most people, but at the same time there's going to be journals where it's just like, what was I doing here? Like not understanding my thinking, stuff like that. Got to do yourself that favor and journal everything. See, the idea, the theory is that we're going to get a move like this right here.
I would take partials at 160 because of the psychological number and also because of the resistance before.
I
What do you
like it.
think about it?
Yeah, absolutely. And 160 is right around my 1-to-1 anyway. Now part of me the like to manage risk, another way to do it is obviously to tighten your stop loss, right? And part of me wants to do that, but at the same time, part of me as well wants to feel calm during the trade. You don't want to feel like, it's the stop loss is so tight that at any point we could get stopped out and then price just continues in our direction. You don't want that either. So again, like I'm leaning more towards being on the risk management side of like cutting partials if price closes above this level. So now we're sitting at the 1 hour. See how this thing closes. Besides Sharjeel, anyone end up taking anything yesterday? No, nobody.
Steph, did you take anything yesterday?
Yesterday, no, I was just managing that GJ trade.
Okay.
Yeah, yesterday was nothing for me that I liked.
Did you hold one over the weekend?
Yes, sir. I
Yeah, I
grabbed
remember
about
that.
200 pips.
Nice one.
And then I don't know if you were on, but I literally just closed it when we were starting to form this
Yeah.
resistance, and it was looking like we were going to take a sell. I don't want to be in a sell and a buy.
Mm.
It's not part of my rules, but it's a common sense kind of a rule that that one should probably have. All right, so the hour's gonna be closing soon. I'm gonna take a little partial off of here. So I just took off like 35% as we're making this push over here, right? And I'm gonna leave my stop loss in its original spot, like for the same reason I mentioned before. Because again, you're gonna get like a top wick formed on the 1 hour. We could end up closing with no bottom wick over here, and then just completely reject and continue back up. So I want to take a little piece off of this, for that reason. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
GJ isn't as brutal as gold when it comes to the hour close, though. Right, hour close, you could get like a complete reversal. Not always going to happen, but there's a slight chance. But with GJ, most likely it will continue down. I just wanted to be safe and take off a piece. Not only that, but like if you look at the 15-minute, right? There's a chance that we could retest this whole area. Right? And continue back up, continue right back down. But now with volume, I'd like to see us again get something like this. Already created a nice top wick over here, passing the low. It is like the first 30 seconds, but it's a nice wick. We'll see. So now what you want to do is take a screenshot too of what the hourly looks like, or hour close. Oh, you know what? I gotta mark this off. There's somewhere around here. Fourteen pips. at 14 pips before. There. Now, again, this is based on the 1 hour. 1 hour did close very strong bearish. Not much of a bottom wick, but that's okay. Now I could see us again getting some kind of a retracement up into this area, where now we can end up tapping into it and then continuing right back down. But again, if we end up getting any kind of, I'm just gonna mark this off. I don't know why I haven't yet. Any close above that area, I'll probably be managing. I will be managing. Lewis just came in. What's up, Lewis? You all right? Oh, there you go.
Looks like I came in right in the middle of a trade.
Yeah. Did you
Nice.
take this on your own or?
No. I just hopped in the charts now.
Okay. How you feeling?
Hope you good, bro. Much better, bro. Much better.
Good. How about your girlfriend?
She's still coughing. Looks like she's coughing less and I'm coughing a little bit more. I know this thing is like it lasts like it's like a long term thing.
Mono?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
You ever had it when you were a kid?
No, I don't think I've ever gotten mono. Never gotten mono. Gotten other things, but not that.
Yeah.
I used to get sick before events. Like I would I don't know what was it. Yeah, I literally when I was a kid, I never went to a Jets game, and I was a big Jets fan as a kid. I don't know, never ended up going. But there were 2 times where I ended up winning tickets, and both those games I got sick the morning of the game, like throwing up, just not feeling good at all, which sucks. So we got back testing today. You guys are gonna be good for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, all good.
See if we could
Yep.
get that 10%. We're almost there. We're like 70.75% away. And I think Quentin, you were saying we got 8 more days since we started November 8th.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Okay. Well, we almost got it in like 22.
Yeah,
It's not bad. And we were down 4.
at some point.
That's how you do it. Let's see what we got over here. Getting back to boxing. Me and my wife were doing focus pads last night. Was Iran getting crazy again? Threatened to escalate the standoff with the West over the country's nuclear program if the EU follows the European Parliament's recommendation to designate the country's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps as a terrorist organization. Well, I mean, they are, no?
Where was it?
Iran, aren't they self-proclaimed like they're
Oh,
it's more like a terrorist state, kind of like Afghanistan right now, right?
yeah. Person two. Oh yeah.
They're threatening to escalate the nuclear program if I mean that's a terrorist threat alone, you know?
Yeah.
The irony. Don't you love the trades where price pushes, gives you that 1% that or not that 1-to-1, and you're just like, all right, secured that. It doesn't always happen. Let's see. So for tomorrow, what do we have tomorrow? Not much. Obviously, you got the bank rate for Canada. That could rattle the markets, obviously, but I can't see it doing too much. You got PPI input and output for Great Britain. But Thursday, like I said, Thursday is what really starts the volume, right? That's going to be GDP for the US, right? If we get a big surprise, you also have unemployment, core durable goods coming out as well. So if you get any kind of surprise with that, that'll move the market. Core PCE should be the main focus, I would say. On Friday, I would say both of them are, but core PCE is a big one. There we go. Where we at? 15 pips. So I'm looking around 21 for my my main secure. Guys got a clean move coming down, coming right into this area. I'm just gonna make this like a very thin zone. That might be a spot that you want to manage risk. All right, I'm at 17 right now. Let's go push. Nice, nice. Oh, let me get this ready. 2.8. 18 pips. What time is it? 8:10. See, this is where a lot of our volume's coming in, right? So maybe we get a nice push. I want to see like a similar candle size over here with this current candle. Lewis, does this make sense to you? Do you want me to break this down for you? Or anyone else that came in?
Yeah, if you don't mind, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So it was taken really based off the 4-hour, the 1-hour, and the 30-minute. 4-hour, we ended up getting this strong close right at this area, but pretty much below these candle bodies, right? With a wick to fill. This current candle gave us a top wick already. We were flipping bearish. Looking at the 1-hour, we ended up getting again this strong candle close, another strong candle close below with a wick to fill, a weak bullish candle, beautiful top wick respecting the high of the previous candle over here, and then flipping bearish and passing the low of the previous candle. So that's what I took it based off of. Looking at the 30-minute here, we had this resistance here. We came to the market when price was like still rejecting this area, right? And that's a little bit too close for us to enter anything right here because you got this area that was rejecting for almost 2 hours over here. it could very well reject over here as well. But it was a beautiful setup. So what I wanted to do was wait for, like a close below this level. We more so got the what I liked was the strong bearish price action. You got that weak bullish candle close over here. Top wick respected the low of it, and then we started passing the low over here, and that's where I entered.
Gotcha. And why should TP there? Because that's the next level of support.
Yeah.
Gotcha. 19, 18, 59.
Yes, sir. So what I ended up doing too, the reason why I managed risk right here or took 35% off is because that 1 hour closed with no bottom wick.
The 1 hour.
Oh no, it wasn't that. I'm sorry. It was because it was like 7:59 and this 1 hour candle was about to close. And it was, I wanted to secure some before the hour close.
Gotcha.
Now we never got that 1-to-1 that I wanted.
You still have that position open from like 2 weeks ago?
No, I literally closed it right around here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, when we were talking about possibly taking that sell, that's where I took some piece off. So now I'm just gonna take a picture of the 15-minute. I'd suggest you journal this one too, so you could grab it next time. Anybody take a piece off?
I closed
Yeah.
the whole thing too.
I took
Okay.
something.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got a little runner left, and that's it.
50%.
Okay, nice. Yeah, because I took that 35% off here, I wanted to make sure I was holding it to that 1-to-1, but I never ended up pushing. I was a few pips away. It's the 15-minute. And we very well still could get that. You got very clean price action over here to the left. Now, looking over here on the 15-minute, this is probably why we're reacting to this area. You got that support right there. Let me see something. So the 1 hour kind of gave us a little fake, or 1 minute gave us a little fake out over here. Now, it doesn't mean we're not going to create another lower high and continue down. That probably will happen. But at the same time, this could probably be our retest over here before we continue down. Yeah, that 15-minute closed bullish right there. I'm just going to hang on to this. All right, so now the 15-minute right over here is passing the high of the previous 15 minutes. So I'm just going to take another 25 off. And, I'm sure, I'm like 80% sure that we're going to come into this area, retest, and then continue down. So I'm not going to manage risk, especially because I just took off. Let's see, we're around here. Yeah, close 50% at. Eight pips. Yeah. And the rest of it, I'm just gonna hold on to, unless we close above this area. How's everyone doing right now? You guys take off your pieces?
Yeah, I close the full thing.
The full thing? Okay, nice.
Yeah, my runner just got stopped out,
Okay.
but I'm happy with that trade. Happy enough.
How much did you secure, Charlie? And at where?
Well, I took a piece off when you took a bit off. You took that 35% off, and then I took 80% off at the TP. So I made about 0.5% on that trade
Okay, nice.
together. Yeah.
Nice. Now, are you happy with the way you managed? Do you wish you like you happy
Well,
with?
yeah, there's a lot to learn from it because it was quite slow moving, wasn't it?
There.
I'm happy with the way I managed it, though. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but I've made loads of screenshots so I can walk through exactly
There
what
you go.
happened and journal it when I want to review it later.
There's a couple of things like you guys to ensure success in the markets that you could take pride in as far as your qualities. One of them could be the amount of or no the what am I losing my train of thought here. The never making the same mistakes twice, maybe 3 times if that, right? The amount of screenshots that you take in your journal, the amount of back
Wait, what do you
tests
mean? What do you mean not making the same mistakes twice, but
So
maybe 3 times?
yeah, there's a lot of things that you could focus on that most traders try to focus on that they think are super important, but there's a lot of underlying qualities as a trader that's going to make you a lot better if you focus on these qualities. One of them is not making the same mistake twice. So if that's your main focus, what are all the other things going to do, or what other things are going to benefit from that being your thought process? It's going to be journaling your trades and studying them over and over and over again, right? To make sure that you're not, making the same mistakes twice. Right.
Gotcha.
It's going to be back testing so that it's like, okay, I see the setup in the market now. I want to see how I can start capitalizing on this in the market instead of missing it over and over and over again. Right. So, just that being a main quality for you is going to be key.
Gotcha.
Just pride yourself on that. And then, like I said, pride yourself on the amount of screenshots that you take. Like, make it excessive. Make it like ridiculous, the amount of screenshots that you take for your journal.
Got it.
So, like, speaking of which, I'm going to take another one right now. And right now, I already have 2, 3, 4. I already have 14. How many you got, Charlie?
Only 9.
All good. Back to 9 is good. Back to entry. And again, I've already secured 35 here and 50 here. So I'm not going to be managing risk over here unless we close above this area. If I didn't secure these areas, I'd be closing 50 once we hit my break even again. Get what I'm saying? or why I'm doing that? Good.
I got a better entry with the GJ, and I took 50% off and switched the SL to the entry, and I'm not out of the trade yet.
So I'm sorry, you said you got a better entry.
Yeah, my
Where at?
entry is a bit better than yours, I think, and yeah, got the SL at the entry.
Sure, where was it? What was the price?
The price was 160, 300.
163. Okay, so you got in up here.
Yeah.
Okay. And
With
when did you get in? Around 7 a.m.?
with the bearish candle you got there. So just
This one?
waited for a bit. What's the name? That the price moves back a bit, yeah.
Okay.
So after your entry,
Okay. What I like here is and I can see why you did that. The fact that this candle, what I was just telling you for the same reasons, the fact that it passed the high over here, retested this whole area again, and then flipped bearish, passing the low of it as well, and then closing a strong bearish candle. I like that. A lot of times there's a lot of volume in candles like that. Now, I just want you to be careful with taking trades so close to this support, right? You entered right here around
yeah,
300.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, your range right here is how many pips? It's about 10 pips, right?
No, I think there's something wrong. I entered here.
Oh, okay. So you took it on the top wick over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Oh, okay. I mean, same story, right? It's you just got to be careful with this support. I see why you did it. Where was your stop loss up here?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I like it. So what would have been what was your exit plan for this trade?
I'm using magic key, so I had a partials TP up here, down here, and the TP was also around here. And
I'm saying
yeah,
exit plan. Like what would you have done if this did that as far as against your trade, like risk management plan?
if it's closing above this candle before,
Okay.
is that a good exit plan, or what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, based on this being here, right? If this candle passed the low and then all of a sudden started rejecting this area and then passing the high of that candle, I would have taken a piece off myself if I entered that.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
But good job, man. Just journal that and then go back and see like how many times that ends up playing out or how many times we end up rejecting this area. The fact that we didn't, or the reason why I don't think we rejected this area is because the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the 30-minute were all lining up. Like we should very well, and we got the clean move to the left. Like there's a high chance that we end up continuing through this level. That shouldn't stop us. That's just the low that we created to retrace and then continue back down. So now you can see the this 5-minute over here is kind of holding that resistance right in that area. I'm at like 16 screenshots. 5 minute. Actually 17. See that? So like I got screenshots of literally everything that's happened. I got the daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute. This is the 1 hour entry. We retrace a little bit. I got the 30 minute, 15 minute again, 5 minute. Here's the 15 minute after it closed below that support. Another hour. This is where I secured right before the hour closed. 15 minute, 30 minute, another 15, and then the 15 minute closed 50% at 8 pips once it passed the high of the previous 5 minute or 15 minute. And then you get these. So just it helps you when you come back to the charts. Let's go back to our other pair. Yeah, look at gold. So gold really just waiting for PMI to come out, right? We'll see where we end up going over here. That's not going to be happening till later. US 30 still holding that support, right? US 30 is better probably the trade after the stock exchange open during that like 10, 11 o'clock hour. You get some nice moves on US 30. 930 definitely gives you a nice candle, right? If we go back to yesterday, 930 was this whole move right over here, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, right? So let's see if we hold a resistance. This 30 minutes about to close in 1 minute, and it's about to close below that support. Should we close below? 15-minute close below as well. Most likely just retesting this area to continue down.
They smoke a little weed, or they take pills, or they like Molly, fentanyl, can, all of those things. And it turns what you think you know into something that is going to kill you. And we're seeing it.
Any of your other countries have a fentanyl issue? It's getting really big in the US.
I didn't get what you say.
Like France. Does France have a fentanyl issue?
A what issue?
Fentanyl. Do you know what fentanyl is?
No.
So fentanyl is a it's not I guess you can consider it a drug, but it's like
It's a type of alcohol.
no, it sounds like alcohol, doesn't it?
But it must be.
It's like a chemical. right? And like one little am I breaking up here?
Oh, fentanyl like that.
It's synthetic morphine, isn't it?
Can
Oh,
you
it's
see
an
me?
opioid.
Yeah, I can see it.
Fentanyl.
Yeah, I found it. Oh,
It's
it's
a
a type of,
1,000 times stronger than morphine, so it's really easy to overdose on and kill yourself.
Well, it could be in anything. That's the scary part of it. And like one little
Yeah.
grain of sand of fentanyl could kill somebody.
Yeah.
So like a bag of fentanyl would be able to kill the entire United States, probably.
They put me on some after a hernia operation. It was amazing stuff.
It was what?
They put me on it after a hernia operation. They gave me like a drip of the stuff, and
Of
it was
fentanyl?
great. Yeah, yeah.
Holy
It's a
shit.
It's a painkiller. That's how it's used. You can only get it. You don't get it over here. I don't know how everyone gets hold of it in the US, but you'd only ever get it after an operation in the UK.
It's coming over our borders. There's manufacturing in Mexico, it says over here too.
Right.
Street names is Goodfellas. Huh.
Great Bear.
10 short-term high, temporary feelings of euphoria, slowed respiration, and reduced blood pressure, nausea.
China Girl.
What's up?
One of the other names is China Girls. China Girl.
Oh, China Girl?
Girl.
China Girl, yeah.
Yeah.
Apache. Great Bear, the He-Man. Poison and Tango and Cash. That's crazy. Yeah, we here in Pennsylvania we got what's it called? Like those signs that people put into their yards. It's like everywhere. It's like get rid of fentanyl. It's killing our kids and all that stuff.
No, I never heard of.
I have. You're more educated, right? All right, so we're starting to come back above this area. What time is it? See now if you look at what's going on over here and why we're reacting to that area, look to the left and the amount of times we've reacted. Right? Multiple times right in that area. So we just tapped right into that area. Now we're starting to retrace a little bit. I still think we could continue down, but maybe price may end up retracing here on the 4 hour and then continuing down. This 4 hour is going to also be closing in the next 25 minutes. And I do think we'll end up holding this resistance here. All right, but it could very well be coming down. I think it's just kind of retracing and retesting this area, then continuing down potentially. Or we come right back up even more and then continue back down. So we shall see. But yeah, gold's giving us nothing. Ooh, US 30. Look at this. This is what I was talking about this morning with US 30 reacting to this area over here and possibly giving us this lower high. And then continuing right back down and retest that low. Now we're starting to break below over here. You got that lower high over here, strong bearish close. This candle had no top wick and it's passing below that candle right away in the 4 hour. But I do like this price action over here. Bearish candle close with no with a bottom wick. This candle is respecting its high, flipping bearish, breaking the low over here. This just isn't a setup that I'm that I've taken on US 30 just yet. So I wouldn't enter right now or anything like that. Maybe wait for this 15-minute to close below support right here. And if it does, you get the clean move coming down over here. So how's everyone been with like their daily musts? Have you been completing them? Anybody having trouble with them? Anybody feel like their list is too long, too short? They want to add some things? Let's talk about the things that we can control. Oh, and then also Lewis, you want to hop on the Zoom?
Yeah, we're just reading on Friday, right? Friday works for me.
Friday works for you? Let's see.
We can do it right after the stream if you want.
We're heading back home this weekend just to see my grandparents, but do you how about Thursday? Is Thursday good for you?
Thursday, yeah, Thursday's fine with me.
Okay. All right, let me add you in here. We'll do how's 3:30?
On Thursday, 3:30 p.m. That's perfect.
Okay, Lewis. Awesome. Just catch up.
Yep.
See how we're retesting this area like perfectly? I was actually looking at this 5-minute and we closed with no top wick over here, started to get this retracement over here, then you get this bullish candle close. Then this candle started coming down. I've seen this set up a lot in the 5-minute where this candle just continues right back down over here, at least holding this area as a resistance. And this could very well continue right back down. So I'm just going to take a screenshot of that actually right now. What time did we take this, guys? 7:30. 7:33. Awesome. Now you guys might have an opportunity for a retest over here. Now I would probably just wait for this 4-hour candle to close and see what ends up happening. But I want to see this area hold a resistance, and maybe that'll be your top wick formed on the 4-hour for price to flip bearish and continue down. But just be aware of that area down here. Yeah, strong 1-hour candle close, nice top wick formed. Now we're starting to flip bearish. So in this case, now if we're looking at the 30-minute, the 30-minute will be closing bearish. 1-hour candle will be closing like a weak bullish candle or bearish over here. Maybe the next one creates a top wick, which is the 4-hour, and continues right back down. Quentin, you said you got in on this, right? How'd you end up doing?
Yeah, I took off 50% on the last push and got stopped at break even.
Okay. Do you understand why I put my kept my stop loss at its original spot?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, these are just things that you guys could just continue to watch, take note of, journal, and you're gonna keep getting better and better at it. Just trust your process. All right. With that being said, I'm gonna hop off right now because I gotta use the bathroom. Let's keep each other updated on this. Let me know if you guys end up re-entering. I know Lewis, you didn't get in on this. Sammy, you didn't get in on this. This might be an opportunity for you to grab the rest of this move over here, continuing all the way down. It should continue down as you see all this bearish volume over here, and that we're holding that resistance should be continuing down. So there might be an opportunity for you guys to re-enter. Just stay patient. Make sure that you're not just kind of like jumping into things and just getting in to get in. Just make sure you actually have a plan for it. You have an exit plan and all that stuff. Stop loss. Just get yourselves ready, prepare, be professionals like we always talk about, and you should have a nice trade here. Now for gold and US 30, oh, I just missed him. US 30 just tanked over here, which is nice, right? I already called GJ. I'm not going to jump into both right away. I'm going to wait for the data at this point in the next hour for that to come out before I take anything on US 30, because that's what it's waiting for. And then on gold as well, it's really just kind of ranging in this area. We're coming right back down to this previous resistance, also previous support. Can we hold, or are we going to break back below this area to continue right back down? Lenny, did you end up grabbing GJ?
No, just watching.
Okay. So are you, I thought you were, I didn't know if you were only trading gold, or are you just looking at you at GJ as well?
Yeah, I'm just looking at GJ because there's no trade for gold, so
Okay.
I'm just looking at the GJ.
Beautiful. Did you journal that by any chance?
No, I haven't. I
Okay.
haven't started journaling. I just getting the courses done and then.
Okay. Perfect. I can teach you that on our live too, on our
Yep.
Zoom.
Perfect.
But all right, with that being said, guys, have a great day. Hit those daily musts. That's what you can control. And I will see you guys at 1 o'clock for back testing.
Yes, sir.
All right,
1
boys.
o'clock. Okay, you got it, bro.
See you later.
Great job today, guys. I'll see you guys
Cheers,
later. And then, oh, by the way, this is also going to be on YouTube for you guys too. So head over there to rewatch these, and you can watch them on like playback speed like 1.5. You can speed it up a little bit, so get through them quicker. All right, boys.
All right,
Yep.
man.
All right, guys. Have a good one.